Hello, and welcome to this Tarot Thursday reading. So, you see, I have headphones on, and that's just because I'm kind of a little bit more of a pain day going on, and sound therapy actually kind of helps my pain. So, um, yeah, so Tarot Thursday. Now, before I started getting out my cards, I kind of saw in my head of a flower blooming, like when you watch like nature documentaries or something like that and you kind of see how fast the flower is growing or something is moving, something like that, where it's just kind of like sped up. The growth is just sped up. And so I kind of see this as if this reading found you, you've planted those seeds, they've started to bud, and now they're getting ready to bloom. I find that so beautiful. Okay, this card wants to come out. We have strength coming out here. Strength as well as Four of Cups and Eight of Swords. Okay, so you've been very strong, I feel like, for a while now. But I'm also seeing with the Four of Cups, you don't quite see the payoff just yet. Okay, you're not really looking at some of the good things that have already started. You're so focused, I feel like, as an example, on one single bud that hasn't bloomed quite yet, fully come to bloom just yet. But there's other flowers in the garden that have bloomed or are maintaining very well. You're keeping maintained very well. You still may also feel kind of stuck about something, kind of trapped on something. And that could be the past. That could be a certain situation. See if we can get anything else. However that resonates for you, that's what you may feel stuck in at the moment. Okay. Got a couple fallen out here. We have the Three of Wands here. Going on this journey, I really do feel like I kind of heard finding brighter lands, but like greener lands. Grass is greener on the other side. Nine of Cups with wishes being fulfilled. You feeling like all of these seeds that you've been growing, like you've actually grown a whole garden full of like vegetables and stuff, and now you're able to pluck those vegetables and put it out on your table as like a feast. That's kind of what a metaphor for you for what is to come. And then we also have the Six of Pentacles, generosity, where I really feel like what is coming in is going to make you feel more generous, but I also feel like this is generosity from spirit, okay? From everything that you've been working so hard for energetically, the energy is being generous towards you, okay? You may not quite be paying attention to that yet. There may have been good things, that have been happening here and there, but we're so focused on the one thing, that one flower that hasn't quite bloomed yet. But if you take a moment, take a pause to really just look at what has happened, even though that one thing that hasn't happened yet, hasn't shown itself yet, that it may help you feel even a little bit more better. Okay, we have island here. I was thinking isolation, and then I heard isolated thoughts. Okay, so isolated thoughts, let's go with that. If you, maybe if you're not in the situation alone, you're the only one, you may be the only one kind of thinking that things aren't going to go right, or you're stuck in that moment of like still waiting for that one flower to bloom, like we've been saying. Um, But it could be resembling that thought of like, but this thing hasn't happened yet. Why hasn't this happened yet? Instead of focusing on the things around you, the other things around you that are going really well. Um, it's just that bud that you're waiting on is a late bloomer. Think about that. Think about it like that. It's just a little bit of a late bloomer. It's not that it won't bloom at all. It's just waiting for the right time. And then we have bear. Bear also symbolizes strength here. Um, but I'm also really getting a like protective nature energetically around your finances. You've got benefits coming through, but also I'm really getting like energetically, you're just very protected right now. And what is meant to come in for you. I kind of feel like getting a card from this oracle deck. CEO is also something. Maybe you're waiting on a promotion, and maybe there was like a delay in who got the raise or who got the better position, and so you're just kind of like waiting and waiting for something to come through, follow through. You're waiting for that follow through, I feel like, for something else. Um, but this is also encouraging as like a general perspective where it's just following through with your goals, with your achievements. Permission. Are you waiting for permission to have that one thing? Hold on. We have another card that wanted to come out, but we'll view that in just a moment. What are we waiting permission on? Okay, we've got Five of Cups, we have the Moon, and we have Six of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Permission on the follow through? Permission to move forward? Knowing that there's things that you need to leave behind, but we're so uncertain of how that journey is going to go. But then, so like here, okay, the Five of Cups coming after the Four of Cups. You were stuck on that bud, and now you kind of realize, okay, I need to get up, I need to move forward. I can't focus on just that one thing because we need to allow the bud to bloom, like these flowers here on this card. Allow that bud to bloom on its own. And so we have now made the decision to leave the past behind, stop focusing so much on that bud, knowing that it's so hard to do, but we're still going to get up and do it. So we're kind of going on this journey through the mist, unsure of where to go, letting intuition guide the way. But then we have the Six of Swords here with movement, being gentler on your thoughts. So even though, okay, sorry, my cat is now sitting on my cards, Kyrie. So even though things are a little uncertain, you know that you need to get on that boat, clear your mind, clear your thoughts, take the things in your boat that you that need your attention right now. And that'll help allow that little bud to also bloom. It's kind of like think of it like encouragement for that little bud to bloom. Um, where it's just like, oh, well, wait a minute, I want to go on the boat too. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. What else do we have here? We have the Seven of Swords that also felt like it wanted to pop up. Okay. So, was something taken from you in the past? Not necessarily from someone. It could be from somebody, maybe took a certain position from you in the past, like a job position. But just something that was taken away that you're afraid you're not getting back. And so we need to allow ourselves permission to step forward and try to remind ourselves that that necessarily is not going to happen again. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Keeper of Time. Keeper of Time, where you are the keeper of your own time and energy. Okay, like I was just saying, focusing on what needs your attention right now. Yeah. Let's get another card from this deck because I feel like we're not quite done yet. Okay. Yeah, we have discernment, so being more discerning about your time and your energy. Embodiment coming through. I got something around health with that, where you would, pay more attention to your health. So like what you were putting in your body, nourishing your body, but I also got a sense of alignment, what really feels aligned with you, what embodies you, what makes you feel like you. Imagination. This really made me feel like getting back into writing. So maybe some of you enjoy writing, but that could be anything, any kind of form of using your imagination for something, and that could help make you feel like you, embody you, okay? And then we have Keeper of the Harvest. And we were just talking about having a harvest on your table. So, keeper of all of these things that you have been growing, including that little bud that's just not quite ready yet. Let's go ahead and get a couple more oracle cards, and then I feel like we're ready for an affirmation card to end your reading on. Okay, we've got church coming out here. So some of you could go to church, you could be more religious, but this I'm really getting like, yeah, I'm getting community vibes, but I'm also getting um honoring yourself and your own values. Maybe there's even a certain break of tradition going on here for some of you. I like this. I haven't really paid attention to the fact that this card says collective consciousness. Okay, I kind of feel like if this reading found you, you are part of a collective who is going through this a similar journey, maybe the same journey, not exactly the same because we all have our like our own lives, our own paths, but like there's this collective consciousness of upgrading, interesting, upgrading our lives, upgrading your life. Okay. Starting this new chapter on it's like a fresh start, a second chance on something. So it's like you're not the only one going through this. There's a lot of other people going through the same thing. And so if you want to talk about it astrologically, definitely you can. I'm not really an astrologer. I know some things, but um I don't really know enough to actually sit here and say like, ah, yes, this is the, but like But yeah, I just feel like there's something energetically going on here where you are part of a collective who's going through this journey. Okay. All right. And maybe it's something that you feel very attracted to because lately I've been drawn to having the affirmations come from this super attractor card ever since the full moon in Scorpio. So, something that collectively it seems we are attracting. I feel like these two and this one and this one and these two. Yeah, we got quite a bit here that wanted to come through. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and read them all. You can take what resonates. You can also take all of them if you'd like. But we have, my greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force, they come through freedom. The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. Look at that beautiful feather. That might be a symbol for somebody here. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of my way and let spirit give me direction. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and wisdom, and great wisdom. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. Look at that bridge. It's like crossing that bridge. It's like this was the past, and now we're crossing the bridge into a brighter future. And last, we have, when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. This really gives collective vibes to me. Wow. All right. So that is all for your reading today, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and listening. If you like this reading, go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. There's also links to my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook in the description below as well. So if you'd like to follow me on those platforms, it's greatly appreciated. But I'm sending you guys so much love, healing, and blessings your way. I am really wishing you all the best. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!